such a light in the room. She's always smiling, and then when she gets on stage, she's so funny. You guys are gonna love it. Put your hands together for Zaria Gunn.
Yeah.
Here's your light. All right, guys. So I've been working at Google for around a year and a half, and during that time, I realized that I'm the only black woman in my entire office. And it turns out I'm the only black woman who's ever been in my office. And I work at a research lab for hardware, you know, lots of engineers, and it's diverse like the rest of Google, just sans the black women, you know. And I realized, like, I needed to do something for us all. So I took it upon myself to start a project. Project Black Woman. All right, so I went to Facebook and I just started finding random black women that I was like, you know what? She should be at ATAP. She should be in my office. Her. And then I started to collect files on them. And then I started to dress like them. Each one for a different day. So if you ask anybody who works with me, they'll be like, yeah, Zaria's style, it's always changing up. Yeah, I'm a fucking revolutionary. I'm representing all these people right now. So I just want a little, you know, appreciation for that. Because when I send them Facebook messages about it, like, hey, I've been pretending to be you at my job, they're like, ew, stop. But yeah, racism, it's pervasive. And you know, I grew up not really understanding it. So my friends used to say, like, used to test all their little, like, racist jokes, because I was just like, what, huh? And they would say this thing, though, repetitively. They'd be like, one of these days, Zaria, this is all gonna catch up with you, and you're gonna realize what all of these jokes means, and you are gonna have a black attack. Ooh, a black attack. Sounds scary, right? And I promised myself, no, I will never. I will be such a cat. I will never, no. Wow. So my first job as a 16-year-old was I was a party performer for children. And I worked at a place called Under the Sea. It was an indoor playground where I pretended to be a mermaid for children's parties, where I danced and I sang and I sharked and I jived. Sad. I didn't know. But, you know, I watched the documentary and, you know, my older brother was always trying to keep me wise to the system. So when I started this job and they showed me my costume, and it was a mermaid costume with the bikini top and the tail, of course. But in between those two pieces was a lot of pale, meshy, fleshy skin. Right? And I was like, don't mermaids come in any other colors? And they're like, no. So now that I know more about mermaids and that they come in only one color, I put it on, I felt ridiculous, and I went out to the party. I'm performing for these kids, and they're like, but mermaid, why are your arms so pale and ashy? And I'm like, I know, kid, it doesn't even make sense. How the fuck is a mermaid ashy? And then I was like, you know what, kids? I think you've been pampered too much. I think today is the day that you're gonna learn. So I hiked up my tail and I said, all right, kids. Today, I'm gonna tell you a little story about a thing called systematic racism in the child party entertainment world. But by the end of the party, you know, I felt like all those kids, you know, knew some stuff. And at the end, a little boy named Timmy comes and his mom's there and he's like, what did you learn, Timmy? What did you learn today? He's like, well, Mom, I learned fuck the man. And she's appalled. She's like, what did this performer tell you? And he's like, well, she told me that everybody's working against the people. And she turned turned into the black, incredible woman Hulk and ripped off her mermaid costume and had a full-blown black attack. So it does happen. But, do we have any Trump fans in the house? Any Trump fans?
Good luck.
Okay. Good to know I'm in good company. So, Trump, especially during these times of like political tumultuousness. I'm so disgusted by what I see in the news that I've actually formed a new sexual attraction. You know, like that's how fetishes form. People get like really scared about something and they're like, I'm gonna control it, I'm gonna hump it, and it's gonna be right. So my new sexual attraction is to, honestly, I think we should all hold him in high sexual esteem because he's the only one who's gonna save us. Robert Mueller. Yeah, you know, I actually photoshopped my very own picture because they didn't have any of those like centerfold posters, you know, like they have for Playboy, so I had to make my own. So right now on my wall, there is a topless picture of Robert Mueller. Button-down shirt, all buttoned down, handcuffs in one hand and a thick subpoena in the other. All right, guys, thank you.